Boom, boom, boom. How are we doing, guys? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. So we're going to go into a little bit of a live feed. Right now, I'm in Birmingham. So tomorrow, I'm doing a live seminar. And I'm a keynote speaker at the Now What seminar. And I'm going to be talking at this seminar. Hey, Jade, how's it going? Great to see all your content, loving it. And I'm going to be talking tomorrow a little bit about my military career. A little bit about what I've learned through my career as being a Royal Marine Commando and sniper and physical trainer. Going to be talking about the hardships I felt, the brick wall I sort of walked straight into. Hey, talk is strong. I'm going to be walking straight into the mind fuck of my life of when I left the Marines and the 2, 3, 4 years I was fighting to get out of the trenches, and my depression and probably the PTSD and all of those things that I had to deal with. I'm going to be talking about rebuilding my life again and kind of where I am now and where my life is right now, and going to be looking forward to doing that with the guys tomorrow. It's going to be the first time I've really talked in front of so many people. I think there's probably about 120, 140, if not more. So I'm not nervous at all. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I really have only ever talked to a telephone like I'm doing now in a hotel room. So I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully this is the start of many. I'm also doing another talk down in Taunton in October, and I'm helping guys. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I'm also doing another one for guys that struggle with mental health and anxiety and the unemployed, and I guess people that are struggling in life right now. And I was driving up today, and I didn't put the radio on. I listened to a couple of, thanks Jade, I was putting on a couple of podcasts, and I was listening to a couple of podcasts, and it really got me thinking about priorities in life. And how my priorities used to be so different. Hey, John. And my priorities maybe, my priorities when I left the Marines were very, very different to where they are now. So I left the Marines, thanks brother. Is it Chris? Chris? Thanks, bro. So when I left the Marines, my priorities were about trying to establish a new life, trying to establish new structure, trying to establish life in a civilian world. And, you know, I was so regimented, so disciplined, so focused and channeled within a military lifestyle. I just did not expect to hit a brick wall like it did when I left the Marines. And my life just went just like a nuke or an atom bomb. And my priorities at the time were to get out of the rut, to try and remember why I left the Marines. And, you know, as my life went on, my priorities, hey brother, my priorities then changed. So I threw myself into business. And when I started my business, I didn't even know what a P&L sheet was. I didn't know what a profit and loss sheet was. I didn't know what net profit was or gross profit. So what was really great for me was getting myself out of this rut, to then suddenly prioritize a business because I had to make sure I was taking care of my kids. I divorced, and I had 2 children that I had to really sort of be focused on, and they were my priority. They always are. I base my life around my children and my partner, and having the freedom to be able to spend time with them. And being away from them tonight is just, for me, it's mental, but it's crippling. You know, I spent months in Afghan, months away at Norway, months on exercise, and now I can't even handle one night away from the family. So priorities are a funny thing, because as you grow in life, as you go through different chapters in life, they're going to change. Ideally, the first thing that will always happen is that the priority will be family. But how many times, if I said to you, what are your top 3 priorities? You know, just think of them in your head now while you're watching them. Always, the majority of the time, your first one is your family. Okay. But what I'm going to try and get to and allude to is that it's what we are trying to achieve with our priority. the sacrifice sometimes is the drive that we have for business, for goals, for chasing the shiny object. And I wonder how many people that say, yes, family is my priority, actually back that up with their actions. Me being one of them, even just probably 2 years ago, chasing the buck, chasing the shiny object, wanting to be super successful, being easily influenced by other people on the internet and thinking, I want that life, I want that life. And I lost track of my priorities. And although kids are always like my priority, I wasn't showing that in my actions because I was on my phone. Work, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there in a minute. I just 2 seconds, just got to send this. Whereas you look at my life today, my fucking phone's shut down, bang, to the side. I do slip every now and then. And, you know, my kids are getting a lot older now. So, you know, my 13-year-old, I probably haven't seen her for 2 years. It's a joke. But she's off with her friends. So it's not like it used to be a couple of years ago where we'd all sit around watching TV. She's very much active with her friends. We get a cuddle. I probably get said, if she says hello to me, I'm winning. My boy is like my right-hand man. So I spend a lot of time with him. And developing him and teaching him and helping him overcome some of his anxieties, especially just going into the new school, dealing with jiu-jitsu tournaments and all of that stuff. And, you know, we have a very close relationship. And then my daughter, who's 17 months, who is just a bundle of joy. We're right back at the start, enjoying all the, watching the tantrums, watching her running around in her wellies that light up, you know, and then my partner, who is very important to me as well. And, you know, that wasn't my priorities 2 years ago. And to some respect, I'm still not 100% there. You know, I do let myself down a lot of the times, and we do, but we mustn't beat ourselves up about that. But I want you to think about, you know, what your priorities are right now. You know, if you list that top 3, are your actions parallel with that? So if you say family, are your actions parallel with what you're saying? Is it then like your work, or is your work first? So for me, so this is gonna kind of probably throw you, but my first priority is me. Because if I'm not the priority, I can't be the best dad, I can't be the best partner, I can't be the best businessman, I can't be the best mentor, I can't be the best coach. So what I must make sure is that I am the priority. So that making sure that my morning routine is weighed off with my morning my morning structure, gratitude, understanding what my day is, being in control of my plans, not overwhelming myself with business goals, etc. Okay, being clear-headed so that I can be super focused, super healthy, and have a really clear mind. And my second priority is my family. So then my family is obviously the next priority. My children, my partner, making sure that they are safe, they are healthy, making sure that they have everything they need. And then my second priority. And then my third priority comes down to being my work. So my paying customers. So the customers that are in my Brotherhood, we've got over 100 guys to look after at the minute. Then I make sure that I get back to everybody that messages me, that makes a comment, that shares an experience. Then I have to make sure that I'm planning and doing content. So, you know, that's right down my line. So it's me, if I'm not in the right frame of mind, all of those things underneath me collapse. And that's why we have to make sure that we are so in sync with that, and we understand that you are the priority more than your family, more than your work, okay? And if you are going through a period right now where you are feeling under pressure, feeling stressed, feeling overwhelmed, feeling held back, feeling like you have a burden on your back and you're just throwing more weight in there and you're being grounded, like smashed into the ground, it's not just you that it affects, but it affects everybody underneath your priority list. Your family, your friends, your work colleagues, your business partners, your clients. And that's why it's so important for you to put you first. And that's why I always talk about the golden hour. That's why I always talking about being a better version of yourself. That's why I always talk about having a fire in the belly, having purpose, having fulfillment, having vision about where your life's going. You know, what is going to make you happy? Like, happiness for me is being free, having freedom, being able to pick my kids up every single day, being able to drop them off, them working so productively during the day so that I finish my work at 2 o'clock in the day, or by 2:30 by the school run. And I'm meticulous, absolutely down to the minute about how I spend my time in my day. And on weekends, I just fucking flop. I'm like a slob. Monday to Friday, I kill it to the minute. Saturdays, chilled, family, relaxed, okay? Because you need that rest and rehabilitation. All right, so I want you to have a think. If you've managed to stay on the live feed this long or watch the video this long, I want you to have to think about your priorities. Do they match your actions? Where are you on that priority list right now? And you've got to be honest with yourself. You know, if you're fucking last, it's time to change that. It's time to stop making bullshit excuses. It's time to snap out of that rut. It's time to not feel sorry for yourself. You know, I used to feel mega sorry for myself. Sorry, Jade. Don't you blame me. Thanks, lovely. See you soon, Jade. We've got to hook up as well soon. And I'm just, you know, put yourself first. It doesn't matter how ambitious you are in business. It doesn't matter how much you want to be fit. You are the priority. You are the priority. Everything else comes underneath that. And you have to show that through your actions. You have to be keeping fit. You have to be keeping your mind clear. You have to be in control of your emotions. You have to be visually understanding about where you're heading in life. Because everyone gets the benefit from that. Everyone. Okay, so I think I've rinsed that. Don't judge me. But I'm having a little shandy before dinner. And I've just been doing some work for the last 3 hours. Solid work. And I'm going to go eat something now. I'm feeling pretty relaxed about tomorrow. I'm really excited. I really hope this is the start of something that's going to be great. Next year, I'm going to be doing It's the State of Mind tour. So I'm going to be going around. And I think my job between now and Christmas is to structure those talks and kind of see what content I want to put in there. That's going to help guys prioritize themselves and put themselves first. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. If you got this far, I'm really humbled for your attention. And I'll have a great evening. Do your little priority list tonight. See how it goes. All right. And I'll catch you all soon.